All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday, Memorial Day weekend Sunday. Hope everybody's doing all right. Having a nice, relaxing weekend like K Pro is, like I am. Um, we wanted to go live because of a couple things. One, the eBay auction for the Thrill of the Chase first edition is going to end here in about 20 minutes. So let me show that. We're going to keep an eye on this. Boom. There it is. It does have a bid, $250. So it is going to sell, and somebody's going to get it for a pretty good price. So this is the one that Forrest dedicated to Al Mayfield, his friend, who knows the sound of footprints closing in. He knows the thrill of the chase. So that's our auction on eBay. I got to get some of the other books up. Coming up with the starting bid is the problem, is the hard part. Trying to figure out, I don't want to do them all at $1, but what's fair? You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out on some of these. Like Amazing Mabel, somebody's selling one on eBay, I think for $180 or something. It's not selling. So, we put ours up for 150, or I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Kiwi Road, how's it going? I guess I could do an all on Discord, just in case somebody's interested. They don't realize this auction's going to end. Let me try that real quick. What's going on, K Pro? How is Montana or wherever you are?
In Montana, outside of Dillon. I think I might still be in Dillon. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. No, it's good. We went out today. We got David some gear and things. We got a really cool walking stick for David, which I'm excited about. We've been to Jackson Wisdom. We did the Bi-Scenic Highway. We had lunch I have a bunch of video. I just need time to put it all together. I have some work stuff I have to do this afternoon, so we're going to probably be in. The one thing I did not know is this, like, everything shuts down for Memorial Day. I thought it was like kickoff, woohoo. Like we were trying to go to the bike shop, the motorbike place, and they're closed till Tuesday. We tried to go by the National Forest. I mean, why would they be open on Memorial Day? So they're closed until Tuesday. Well, I don't even think it's a small town. Maybe this is me. This is weird. But recreation areas, why aren't they open on the weekends? Because isn't that when people are recreating? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, so we have to wait until Tuesday for most things. So we got a few things going on. I've ruled a few places out, which is as important as ruling a few places in. But it's going to be slow and steady. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to hit boots on the ground tomorrow. David's going to a cattle something with some locals.
Cattle something. Well, that's cool. He's making friends already.
Branding the cows, but they're also doing something else. And I don't know. He explained it all. And I just said, oh, yeah, David can go with you.
Branding the cows. Ouch. All right.
I guess they're getting ready to do some sort of cattle drive, so they need to brand them. It doesn't sound great to me, but he's like, it's not just branding. We also have to do, I don't know, something else. So he's going to be out with the cows tomorrow. So, and then Tuesday we'll be getting a dirt bike. Maybe. I keep saying maybe.
Depends how much it costs, right?
Yeah, we think we found a used one for a decent price, but that's if they still had it. They had it sale pending, and now they have it back up. So we're trying to check that out. So, and then we're going to try to hit end of next week, either end of this week or next week, we're going to hit Yellowstone. So that'll be fun, the national park. And then I got a couple places I got to see. So there you go.
Well, that latest slot machine video I did, I realized driving home when I was on the highway, there was ATV on the trailer on the back of a car as I was driving by, which I didn't catch it until I got home and rewatched it.
Price is a consideration. All of the regulations for both here and Nevada have to be adhered to. So it has to be something that's not over 95 decimals here, not over this, not over that, but also the Nevada. And then it needs to fit in the back of my truck. If it's too big and I have to have a trailer, excuse me, I won't do it. So
So it's not street legal either. So it's not like you can just ride it down the road.
Well, it depends. Up here, I
Oh.
think it's actually street legal, is what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
I talked to the National Forest guy. He's like, just make sure you get one that is street legal. So it needs a brake light, which is fine. Or I don't know what all it needs, but they're like, most of ours are geared to the street, not the highway, but the street. Down in Nevada, it's totally different. You have to have everything, and the cops are pretty strict and stuff. So that one I'm not as concerned about. But I think we got one that, because you can't get one too small because David's pretty good. He's 6'2", so it's like you can't. So you have to get an adult one, but you can't get one too high because then he'll break more bones. So anyway, there you have.
So it's not just the thrill of the chase that's going to sell today. I got a couple other items. This one, what would you call this, K-Pro?
One of our million effing bags, but go ahead.
This is like a...
she has so many designer bags. It's a designer.
Oh, there's a Chinese tag on it. This is like a bag you take to the beach, right? You know what I mean? Sure. Just hold whatever in it. So there is somebody tried to sell it for $15. Is that about right, K-Pro?
Sure.
I don't know. It seems like a cool all-purpose bag for whatever, but I mean, you're not going to use it, I don't think, right? So it does seem awesome for the beach, though, to me, but $15. Anybody wants it, let me know. $15 plus shipping to ship it to you. So we can work that out. We've got all kinds of purses, but I'm only showing a couple of them today.
Yeah, show some of the designer ones, especially the ones that have never been used before.
Look at this one. Look at this crazy one. Snakeskin. Look at that.
Yeah,
to me,
but I
that's
think
ugly.
It literally is snakeskin, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Let me see.
You need to do a little bit better job of description, because just a purse is...
Okay. See, the price on this, the original price on this was $225, which is what my mom paid for it, because the original tag is in here, which is crazy to me. It says style, it's black, red, brown, camel, $225. But there's another price tag, I thought. Yeah, here it is. $112.
I think that's when they did the consignment in Detroit, right?
Yeah, we had these in the store for a while, and a lot of them sold, but not all of them did. Okay, so this one is the designer, if I can read it. I should have opened get some light in here. Ugh.
Oh, I needed light too, but that's okay.
Designed by Sharif, not Omar Sharif. That's a different Sharif.
It is a Sharif. That's big.
Yeah, it's Sharif. That's why it costs so much. So Sharif in New York. There's the tag for anybody of you ladies or non-ladies that want to buy this. I mean, I would say $75, guys. If you want this for $75, it is snakeskin.
I think you should put them up on eBay. You're going to make more on eBay.
I might. Yeah.
Fine. That's fine.
Well, I'm going to. What I want to do is see, is this out there? Are these already selling on eBay? So if anybody's interested,
at 75, somebody's going to get it for 75. You said
oh, well, good for them. But if I put it on eBay, that price might be different.
Yeah,
all right, let's go over to the eBay auction real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I got to get amazing.
We might need to keep that bag so we put all of Justin's treasure in it.
Yeah. 15 minutes, guys. Only has one bid, and this will sell. It's not like there's a reserve. So congratulations to whoever gets it. All right. So now we have something, K-Pro, that's been in the garage on the shelf for probably 3 years. You're going to know it right when you see it. Bam! You know what this is.
Oh my gosh.
The hooker shoes, everybody. So check it out. Penthouse. This is Penthouse shoes by Ellie, Ellie. The box is a little beat up, but the shoes inside are not. Look at these. I call them hooker shoes, but they're just high heel shoes, maybe stripper shoes. Brand spanky new. I even have that new shoe smell. Look at that. Look at that little tag on the back, which is a key. That's kind of a treasure hunting theme right there, isn't it, K-Pro? But there it is. Penthouse by Ellie.
What size are they, Mike?
Yeah, that's the issue. Is they're kind of small, everybody. Maybe you have a daughter or granddaughter. You know what I mean?
Mike.
I don't know. I mean, everybody makes their money in different ways. But look at these. These are actually some brand new, nice shoes. It's almost like a gothic theme, you could say.
No.
Or whatever. Look at those.
They're black dress. Okay.
Yeah, they're black dress shoes. I get it. The size is 7. They are black, size 7. So, and I guess that's small for a lady. Is that right?
I wear 10.5, so that tells
you. So size 7, guys. How much? I don't know. If you're interested in buying them, I'll definitely give you a good deal because we have had them on the shelf for we used to put them in our garage sales, and all the ladies would open them and go, oh, and then they see the size and go, I can't fit it. I can't fit on them. So can't wear them because they don't fit. Can't fit on them. So there it is. Penthouse hooker shoes, size 7, black stilettos. Is that what you call that? I don't know. That one's for sale. We got 13 minutes on the eBay auction. Oh, ooh, look at this one.
What are you up to? My goodness, you have a lot of stuff going on there in the.
I got the directive to empty the house and clean up the garage, so that's what I'm doing. Hey, look at this one. This one's pretty cool.
That one is actually very cool because it still has a tag on it too. Yeah.
King Tut. Look at that. This is Sharif as well. These are all like treasure hunting themes. You think we should put these as prizes in our next treasure hunt? Would anybody want like these purses? I just think they're cool. And there it is, Sharif in New York. Once again, I just think it's cool the way they look. My mom loved this stuff. My mom.
Yeah.
So brand new. Let's see. Okay, so not a brand new tag. So they were actually selling this for $18.99. So $20, just $20. You think it'd be worth more, but maybe not.
That's like beaded.
Yeah, I know. That's the tag that's on here though. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like their tags. Have you
right?
Have you? It's beaded. Have you looked up online how much that's worth?
I have not looked these up online. I guess I will. So if somebody wants to email me, but we'll look it up. We'll figure out a price. Like I always say on this stuff, I'll sell it cheaper than what anybody else is selling it for. Right. Okay. So yeah, pretty cool beadwork right here. King Tut, the King Tut Sharif purse with this cool, and that's like the logo for Sharif. So cool stuff, I think. All right, 12 minutes. What else do we have, K-Pro? I am going to clean up the garage sometime, one of these weekends. Not this weekend, but one of these weekends. And that's when I'll pull a lot of the stuff out. So, we still have that stuff that was in the attic of, what was the place you went to in Yellowstone? You went in the attic?
Yes, Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkles. We have that stuff. I mean, weren't there cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and some weird stuff? So it's up to you if you want to sell it or not. We have that skull. Remember the buffalo skull that you bought somewhere?
Yeah.
All that's in the garage. So depends if you want to. Too far, King Tut.
You could FaceTime me and we could go through a lot of the stuff that I wouldn't mind going.
K-Pro wears Prada. Yeah, we had some kooky. Well, we used to do storage units, and then we had my mom's stuff. So we have a lot of crazy stuff. Is that an IKEA bag, Casper? Maybe it is. That one I said was for a picnic. Oh, let's check this one out. Now, this one's really cool. I think. Look at this. Oh, it still has my mom's. Look at that. This was her. I'm going to actually put these on my keychain. Look at that.
I don't want mom's stuff.
She used to use these lucky Asian coins all the time. Yeah. I already have one on my keychain. And then, of course, is that Bigfoot? I can't see what that says. Yeah, that is Bigfoot. Right there's Bigfoot. So that's pretty cool. And what's this one? Oh, she has the Four Queens. We used to go to the Four Queens. This was where my grandparents stayed in the 70s and 80s was the Four Queens. So mom stayed there with her sisters a couple times. So she has that. So this is a purse she actually used. This one, pretty cool. Look at that. I think it's pretty nice. And so did she, apparently. It's just, what are we going to do with them? I mean, K-Pro and Sam have already taken the purses they want. And this stuff just sits on the shelf in the garage. We probably have, and
we have at least 50 of them. We have tubs and tubs and tubs of them. She really liked her purses. And some of them were $400 or $500 and never were used. They're still in the box. So
this has got the strap if you want the shoulder strap, or I could put this with the hooker shoes if you want to tie somebody up. So either way, everybody, I'm flexible like that. Actually, this purse would go with the hooker shoes, right? Now, if we had a black dress to go with it, we'd be all set. All right. And there is the original tag. Oh, this one's a little bit more expensive because this is Merino Orlando. This is the same brand maker as the new one in the box that she got off of eBay right before she passed. And that purse was like $400. So I don't know. I'll have to look up what this is worth. But if you're interested, like I said, I'll give it to you cheaper than anybody else. So yeah, I didn't realize her stuff was in here. I guess I should go through all of these. And I will as we put each one up. So it's just cool. Marino Orlandi is like an Italian designer. Yeah, it's not Gucci, it's not Prada, but it's Marino Orlandi. All right. So she actually used that one, which is kind of cool. And it has all these, I don't know what you call those. What do you call those, Gabriel? They're like, I don't know what you call them. The description on eBay says what they are. Not cubic zirconium, but they're like whatever you call them. I don't know what you call them. Oh, we missed the eBay auction. No, we didn't. Here it is. Only 8 minutes left for that first edition. Thrill the Chase. And then the last thing, I guess I'll get rid of it because we don't really use it anymore. Dungeons and Dragons. This is a board game called Dungeon Command. I have all 5 sets. When these came out, they were huge because each one has 12 minis or miniatures. And here are all the miniatures, guys. There's about 60 miniatures in here for D&D. If you guys saw the video I did on Dungeons and Dragons, most of that sold. There was somebody in Pahrump that bought the majority of it, but they did not buy the miniatures because they already had their own. So if you're interested in Dungeon Command, original boxes with the dungeon tiles, with all the cards, with the miniatures, I'll come up with a good price.
Wow.
This stuff's been around here forever, sitting around. We really don't play D&D anymore. So if somebody's interested, let me know. All right, Kate, bro, what do you got to sell? Anything?
No, I'm picking up treasures. I'm not selling anything.
Oh, there's one more.
I'm surprised some things that you're getting rid of, like those hooker shoes. I can't believe it.
Yeah. See, here's one that could go with the hooker shoes. Look at that, huh? Look at that little slinky thing. So there's a price tag of $25 on here. I don't think it's a name brand. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. So it's just a kooky little purse you could wear. And then the last purse, because we have so many. Now, this one is expensive. If this one's the Jimmy Choo. Yeah, this is a Jimmy Choo red leather purse, everybody. I know those are expensive. So red leather. Ooh. The price tag on here is $200, right? $200. But let me know if you're interested. I'll look them up, see what they've been selling for. And if it's cheaper than $200, we can do that. But I know Jimmy Choo is a popular designer. So maybe your mom, maybe your wife, maybe your daughter, you know, they're good gifts, guys. You could tell them you got a brand new from the store. They don't need to know. All right. I think that's it for what I have today. Definitely going to be more in the future. So let's just watch our eBay auction. Bam. We've got 6 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on. We think it'll jump up, K-Pro, or you think it's going to go for $250?
I'm happy we got a bid. If it goes for $250, great. If it goes for more, great. Do we have any other books on eBay?
No, I just did the one. I wanted to see how this goes.
I like that. So yeah, if we start I think some of the other ones are not, they're related in like Eric Sloan books and those type of books. I think that'll be interesting because it's not just Forrest Fenn. Those could be a wider net. So.
Well, and I didn't want to put them all up in the same day because what if somebody only has a certain amount of money and then which one do you bid on? You know, that kind of thing. I kind of wanted to spread them out. But the thing is, BIP, I cannot find a BIP that sold anywhere on the internet. So what do you put it up for? I mean, should I put it up for $1,000? Should I put it up for $500? And then if it gets bid up, it gets
neither
bid
of those. There's only 16 in the world, and that one is a signed one.
Right.
I can tell you, I have a reserve in my mind, and I will not go less than that. Period.
What do you want? So, do you want me to list it for that number, or do you?
What I would prefer to do is the people that responded with interest in it, we tell them what our reserve is, so then we don't even have to go to eBay. If we have to go to eBay, then we put the reserve up. All
right. Well, then tell me when we're done, and I will email those people. And that copy of BIP is pretty cool. It's right there, actually. So we can try and do that one. I mean, all these we can do outside of eBay. It's just so many people did respond to the video we made. I'm like, how do you make it fair? Yeah. You just what would you pay and give it to that person, or we just thought an auction would be the way to go. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's basically a rare collectible for Eric Sloan collectors. That's the big thing. Mm-hmm. And Eric Sloan is like Sherry Brown and Forrest. I mean, their books are not renowned like Eric Sloan is, and that has a typo and all of that.
Yeah, I don't think we should keep it a secret. Keep saying what's the price so we know. So I would say on Monday's show, K-Pro, come up with that price and just say, hey, everybody, this is the price. And if you're interested, and if 2 people are interested, we'll give them a chance to outbid. I don't know. I'm not sure how to do it from there, but we need to know the interest at that price, right? So we'll talk about it. But you should say it in the show because there could be some people that didn't see that video. What's that?
Yeah, I didn't know any of this was coming up here, so of course.
Well, and it doesn't have to be anytime soon. It's just I know you want to start selling stuff, so we can buy another storage unit. So
Yeah, sure.
All right, 3 minutes. People wait on eBay till the very last minute because eBay does not extend the auction, which I don't understand. So if somebody was to put in a bid at 255 with 2 seconds left, that's it. It just ends unless this person is bid higher. But yeah, you just don't know. So we'll see. But somebody will get a good first edition book. The thing that blows my mind, K-Pro, is that Forrest Fenn made 1,000 copies of his book, the first run, and that's it. And thought, well, I don't know if these will sell or not. And now we have these treasure hunts that are going for, 10,000 books sold.
Part is, I think he told me that 1,000 lasted for like the first several years. Like he didn't need to do a second. I think when Randy passed, I think it was like 6 years in before. Yeah.
Well, it was the Hemispheres magazine, I think, is when sales started to take off. But in the beginning, he just was at the Collected Works bookstore and people that knew him, some friends and family. But yeah, so that's just hilarious that now, and he started all that. So it's really a cool book to have. I mean, I have my copy on the shelf, which I'll always keep. And then somebody wanted to throw the chase that they didn't care what edition. They just wanted to sign Thrill the Chase. So I guess I can put that up next. I don't even know what edition that is, but it is signed by Forrest, but it's not personalized. It's just a signature. So they were interested in that. I guess I'll look and see because there's a lot of Thrill the Chases that are on eBay. I'll see what they're selling for, just a regular edition. All right. 1 minute left. I don't think he's going to jump. I think it's 250 is going to be it, K-Pro. So I'm going to have to get this out in the mail.
I'm delighted. That sounds great.
You're happy with the 250?
Yes.
Well, we got to split it. So,
Yeah, sure. As long as you split your mom's purses. No, you didn't buy into this. So no, sorry.
Honey, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. Look at this. That's a keychain right there. This must have been from one of the purses, I bet. Okay, 1 minute left, and then we're going to end this video. I got to go to Fremont Street. What are you doing today, K-Pro?
I have some work stuff I have to do this afternoon. Going to do a big dinner tonight. We're having steak and potatoes.
Ooh.
Actually, probably the biggest development in Montana. So it took me and Lucky 13 hours to get down here. He didn't eat the entire day.
Uh-oh.
And then I got here the second day I was here, Friday. He didn't eat any of, how we have that soft cat food and then the other cat food? He didn't eat anything. And so finally on Friday night, I gave him part of my meal and he devoured it.
Yeah.
So I know this sounds ridiculous, but he's 19 years old. He's my love. I've been making him separate dinners. So I'm putting chicken broth in, and he had a bologna and rice. He ate like 4 helpings. And so this morning I did the same thing, and I made a big thing of rice and I got some vitamin stuff for dogs, and then turkey. He's eating 10 times more. This is why he's been getting so skinny. With food out, I thought for sure he would eat it. I mean, it's wet food. So the barn cats here love me because I've been giving the barn cats the cat food. So, but I'm going to fatten this boy up. Maybe he can last a few more years. I was so worried because he's been dropping weight. Well, he hasn't been eating the cat food. I didn't realize, I guess.
Have the feral cats kicked his ass yet, or they haven't come around him?
They had a little exchange yesterday. Lucky thought he would just run right up to her, and she just and it was like, okay, everyone settle down. So
he's used to our cat. Well, they do that to him too. So
yeah.
All right, the book just sold. Guess for how much, K-Pro?
$250.
$315. 315. So it did jump in the last couple seconds,
Wow.
which is what, people that know eBay do. So
That's awesome.
$315. We'll figure out the shipping. I think I even put that in there as far as how much shipping is. So congratulations to the winner. I will get that in the mail sometime this week once you make payment, of course. And then we'll come up with a price for BIP. If anybody's interested in BIP, shoot us an email.
I think BIP should go last. I said that before to you. Maybe take notes, but
all right. So what do you want next? Just the regular Thrill of the Chase?
A regular Thrill the Chase, and then maybe an Amazing Mabel or one of the slip covered ones we have, and then maybe there's like what 50 books, so maybe one of the 50 books we have. Once Upon a While, we have.
But a lot of those are like Douglas Preston books. I'm not sure if anybody's going to buy those.
Yeah,
but.
no, I'm not talking those. I know we have Once Upon a While. I know
$20. Sure. So Amazing Mabel, because there's one on eBay for $180. Are you okay that I put it up for $150?
Well, then don't put it up right now. Pick another one.
Okay. Well, I think us advertising it might be the difference, but yeah. So now when you say one of the slipcover books, the whole thing is how much to put it up for. I don't want it to sell and then you're disappointed with how much we got. So you got to tell me, like, put it up for this much.
Okay. So if you want to give me a list, we've done this before. If you want to give me a list, I will start researching each one. That's what I was told you were doing. If you don't want to do that anymore, if you will give me the list of what it is or pictures or whatever, that would be great.
I can do it, but like I just said, Amazing Mabel's on eBay for $180. So what do you want to do? Those are the things.
Okay,
I'll send you the prices.
I've said it twice. I'll say it one more time, and then I'm not saying it anymore. I would not put it up right now.
Okay. And then for the ones that there isn't anything that is sold, I guess we'll have to figure that out. So you're saying like the slipcase ones, I can look them up. I can see what they sold for on eBay because you want a similar price, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 each week. And then we can just, as this goes, it's perfect.
Yeah, Kiwi's like underprice them to sell. I get it. And then maybe they get bid up. But yeah, K-Pro's the boss. So it's really up to her. I don't really want to sell it. And then she's disappointed on the price. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But yes, I will send you what they've sold for K-Pro. And then you can decide what you want to do.
Yeah,
okay?
And I'm up for underpricing it. And then whatever it goes for. But yeah, there's 500 things that can go in the house too. So if we get a couple books, a couple things, a couple purses, put them all up, see which ones sell every single week. We should be good in about 2 months.
I've actually sold a bunch of stuff. You know, all that D&D stuff went. The Star Wars box went. Yeah. So thank you to everybody who's bought stuff.
Garage is still full.
Well, a lot. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how much is mine versus yours type thing when we go through the garage or ours. You know, the storage unit stuff. So we have a lot of tools, but I'm not shipping tools through the mail. It's too heavy. So. Okay, everybody, that's it. Happy Sunday. Happy Memorial Day. I don't know what we're going to talk about tomorrow, but I'm sure we'll go live and talk about something. Isn't that right, K-Pro?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. See you, everybody. Email me, cowlazars@gmail.com if you're interested in anything we showed or if you're interested in something else. Yeah, flat rate boxes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But so I got to organize the garage to know that. So
well,
all right,
the cool pieces, if you just said Vegas only or must come pick up, I mean, that could go on Craigslist. And we have tons, but they do need to be organized. So
yeah, it's got to be organized. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.